Hi y'all, it's Charlene from the Crafty Art Shack, and we're back here today with another challenge video. I'll tell you more about that in a little bit, so let's get on with the crafts. Let's go! Alright, here we go with DIY number 1. Alright, here we go with DIY number 1, and that camera will stop shaking in just a minute. We're going to take this little pig that we picked up at the thrift store for $1, and we are going to paint it completely white with Rust-Oleum Linen White Chalk Paint. Now after that dries, then we're going to take and tape off the bottom half, and we are going to come in with this Maize Yellow Chalk Paint by Waverly and paint the bottom of this completely yellow. And after that's dry, the next thing we're going to do is take our Mod Podge out after we take that tape off, and we are going to get us one of these little napkins that came from, I believe these actually came from the thrift store. And then I'm going to just take and Mod Podge these down on here until I get the whole thing covered on the top white part with the napkin. Now it does work better if you take and trim out those little lemons to do this and put them on one at a time to get around all of those things. Now the next thing I'm going to do is take my Admiral blue paint out once this is dry. Now you need to make sure that's completely dry, and then I'm going around the base of it, and I started to put tape down, and then I thought about it and said better not do that because I don't want to mess up the Mod Podge napkins on there. So what I'm doing now is I am taking the Admiral blue and I'm going around and adding a line around the center of it. Now when I get down there to where the nose is, I'm kind of going to dip down under his nose, and I'm only making it the width of the paintbrush. Now this Admiral blue, you'll need to go over that twice. Then I take the Admiral blue and I'm going to paint his little ears, and I'm going to use it to make the little dots for his eyes. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of that Rust-Oleum Linen White Chalk Paint and dab my little embossing tool in it, and I'm going to go all the way around, making a stitch line around this and around the ears. And the next thing I do is I take a pencil tip of the eraser and I go around and put polka dots all over the bottom of it, and then I'll put the stopper back in it, and we will see the rest of this at the final reveal. Now this is the Talented Creators Open Challenge, and this is hosted by DIY with Aria, hosted also by One Way Designs 238, and co-hosted by Twisted Serenity, and co-hosted by Lolly D's Creations. Y'all go check out these channels. They're doing some awesome crafts, along with the playlist that's in the description box below, because there's a bunch of other crafters that are participating in this, and they're doing some awesome crafts, and you sure don't want to miss it. Now here we go with DIY number 2. Now I got this little sign at the thrift store, and it says pigs for sale. It was painted blue and some old cream color, and the pig was peach. So I'm going to go over it with Rust-Oleum Linen White Chalk Paint. Then I'm going to come back in with that maize paint and do the frame, and then I will come back in and paint all my letters. Now these letters are raised, so I'm going to use the black chalk paint from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going over the top of the letter that stands out. And then I'm going to take my black chalk paint and I'm going to make me some little marks all over my little pig so that he stands out, and he's kind of going to have like the black and white look, and there are pig breeds that look like this, and it looks like it has the little patches like a cow would have. And I'll go over this and embellish him and paint this, and then we'll add the jute rope hanger back to this, and we'll add a little bow to it, and we will see this at the final reveal. Okay, let's jump right into DIY number 3. Now for this next DIY, we have this little vase that I got from the thrift store for $1. Now the first thing that I'm doing with this is I'm painting a coat of Mod Podge on it because it had that label on the front of it that was kind of slick, and I wanted to make sure that my paint was going to adhere to this really well and not come off. So that's the first thing I did. And the second thing I did is I came back in and I painted this with Rust-Oleum Linen White chalk paint after that dried. Now after that dried, I added some more Mod Podge, and I'm going to take that little napkin that you see laying there and I'm going to add this to it, and this turned out so cute. I would do this project again and again and again with different napkins for the different seasons of the year. And I'm going to put this around here. Now because the top tapers and the bottom doesn't, you're going to need to make little slits up there at the top of that where the rim is. So the first thing I'm going to do is make sure this part's laying down like it should, and then I'm going to slowly work my way around, and as I need to, I'm going to cut slits in that top. And then after I worked my way all the way around that, I'm going to set it aside and let it dry. And then I guess I'm not going to wait for it to dry. I'm going to get my Admiral blue paint out, and I'm going to paint the rim of that with the Admiral blue, and you guys, this is so pretty. Now, I set that aside to let it dry. Now I have all of these bits and pieces of leaves and these lemons that are separated, and I'm going to take these lemons and stick them on these sticks. Now I put one large one and one small one in there, and then I put some of these little white flowers in there, and we will see the rest of this at the final reveal. Now at this time, we'd like to thank our subscribers. We love you bunches and we really appreciate you. And here we are with the final reveal. All right, y'all, we're back from the craft desk, and didn't these just turn out awesome? Well, if you like this content, subscribe, like, and share, because it really helps our video out. And for all our subscribers, thank you so much for everything you do for us by subscribing to the channel. And we'll see you in the next episode of the Crafty Art Shack. We'll see you later. Bye.
What I was doing. When I look at something in the background or whatever and I notice it's out of place, it's like, squirrel! My craft room's not full. I still have the ceiling to hang stuff from. What do you mean you can't find it? Babe, it's right there behind my, yeah, that thing. Yeah, it's behind my stuff. I know. Hey, babe, those are my tools. Yours are over there in your toolbox behind my stuff. That's why you're using mine? Listen, I have everything right here in hand's reach so that I can do a video. Why is it over there? Because I'm not using it right now. No, don't get rid of it. I need it. But I know it's not at hand's reach, but I need it. I might want to use it. Alright, y'all, we're back from the craft desk, and didn't these just turn out awesome? So you guys, if you like this content, subscribe. Hit that notification bell and give us that big thumbs up because it really helps our channel out. And we'll see you in the next episode of the Crafty Art Shack. We'll see you later. Bye.